What's up, y'all? Back with another video. This is my victory lap for the Cleveland Browns game. NFL Week 8, the Steelers beat and pretty much dominate the Cleveland Browns 33-18. They moved to 4-2-1, and the Cleveland Browns fall to 2-5-1. Their fucking season is on life support, at the very end of life support. They're about to pull the plug on that shit. But anyway, yeah, the Steelers get the win. The Steelers dominated this whole game other than the first quarter. They came out slow. They were down 6-0, but slowly worked their way into it. In the next three quarters, they just dominated this game. We'd see Ben hook up with AB for a long touchdown, about like 45-yarder. We seen him throw another 1 yard because of time. He threw a 1 yard touchdown to AB. James Conner had a couple touchdowns. Ran all over Cleveland in the second half straight up. Like I said, they were going to, and they did it. But let's look at some numbers here. I thought, other than the offensive line, I thought played outstanding. There was a couple things they missed over a tackle position without Gilbert today. But other than that, they played good. Ran the ball. James Conner, 146 on the ground, 2 touchdowns. He had another 65 or 66 yards receiving. That's over 200 yards total offense out of him today, so I will give my game ball to him. Ben had somewhere around 250, 2 touchdowns. He did have that one interception. Was deflected and picked off by Cleveland. Like I said, AB had like 75 yards and 2 touchdowns. Vance McDonald had some nice grabs. Defensively, we did a nice job on doing some things. We didn't really give up a lot of plays in the running game. I think Chubb had like 50 yards rushing. We got some sacks. We got a safety. Watt had a sack. Tuitt had a sack. And we had a safety. And actually on the Tuitt sack, I do believe that's the play where Baker Mayfield had thrown another interception to Sensabaugh, but he was ruled down. So labeled that as a sack. Joe Hayden, he had his first pick against Cleveland, picking off Baker Mayfield. But yeah, the Steelers, they played good today. Like I said, they started slow, but the next three quarters they played outstanding football. The Browns, they scored 2 field goals early. They missed another field goal. They missed an extra point. Their first touchdown, they had a real short field off of a muff punt after the safety. And then they missed the extra point. And then they scored another touchdown, in garbage time with like 10 seconds left and made this game look a little bit closer than it was. Because Pittsburgh, after the first quarter, after Pittsburgh took that 7-6 lead, they dominated the rest of the game straight up. You can say what you want, Cleveland fans, but that's what happened. Now, I heard a lot of shit from the Cleveland fans this week, and I still do not understand what the big deal is about Baker Mayfield. He only threw for 180 yards, and a lot of those yards, about 80 of those yards, maybe more, maybe not that many, but came on that last drive in garbage time. So he really didn't show me anything. Jarvis Landry, he had like 39 yards receiving. Like I said, Chubb had 50 yards. Pittsburgh did whatever they wanted to do on the Browns defense today. Just straight up. They did what they wanted. And the Steelers straight up beat the Browns. Straight up. No ties. No dumb shit this time. Crazy dog. I heard a lot of shit this week, like I said, from your fan base. Like y'all were real tough and real good, and everybody in the AFC North should be worried. And I'm like, you're 2-4-1. Why should I be worried when now you're 2-5-1, and your fucking season is on life support? But yeah, like I said, man, I make my videos for the Steeler fans of always. I have, always will. And you stupid fucking Brown fans that come on here and get mad because I don't put a video together like the way you want it, go eat a dick, dude. Nobody cares, man. But y'all look stupid again. The Cleveland Browns have not won. The Cleveland Browns haven't won in Pittsburgh in 15 years and some change. Most of the Brown fans, like they'll even admit it on here, don't even remember the last time they beat the Steelers in Heinz Field. And since they've come back in '99, they've won in Pittsburgh only twice. So the Cleveland Browns today, that was their 25th row loss. I'm pretty sure that's second all time to the Detroit Lions. But yeah, Juju Smith-Schuster becomes the fastest player in NFL history to 1,500 receiving yards. Big Ben passes Fran Tarkenton today. I don't remember what stat it was. I seen he passed him. And James Conner is just playing outstanding football. I really like what I've seen from this guy. But credit the O-line for making things happen for him. Turnovers. We talk about turnovers a little bit. Really had a turnover. Of course, we talked about the Ben interception, the muff punt, or whatever the fuck, whatever. The stupid shit you got to get rid of. Stupid penalties we got to get rid of. But other than that, I thought we played solid today. Like like they always say, it's not how you start, it's how you finish, and the Steelers proved that today. The old saying also goes, impose your will on them, and that's exactly what the Steelers did to the Browns today. Humbled them a little bit, and along with their fan base. Because their fan base is for real the only franchise I've ever seen get excited over a tie from week one. They really thought they won that game back then. But, today we took care of business. Beat the Browns 33-18. No sweep. You said you were going to sweep us. You didn't beat us once this year. So, I didn't ever really have a lot of hate, for the Browns. It was just their stupid-ass fan on here. But now he's humbled. He's looking dumb. And they can get ready to get fucking just bitch smacked by the Chiefs. We got to get ready to go to Baltimore. So we can enjoy this win, but we got to get ready for the Ravens, who lost again today. The Baltimore Ravens are in third place in AFC North now. They are 4-4. Cleveland's in last at 2-5-1. And Cincinnati barely beat Tampa after having a huge lead. So if we want this division, we can win it. But we must win next week at Baltimore. It's not going to be easy. You can throw all the stats and all that shit out the window when these two teams, you've heard me say it a million times. But we'll see what happens. I'll have my video up in a couple days for that game. But, yeah, credit the O-line, credit the way James Conner ran today. AB made big plays. Vance McDonald made big plays. Juju, not a lot. We got to find out who our number 3 receiver is going to be. Defensively, we did give up a couple big plays. Nothing major, though. I like the way we played. Through and through. Of course, there's always stuff to work on. But, like I said, we had 2 sacks. We had an interception. So we'll just go from here and see what it is what it is, man. We're 4-2-1, first place in the AFC North. We can't worry about what other teams are doing. We just got to take care of our business, one game at a time. And like I said, it's all about going to Baltimore, finding a way to win now. But shout out to everybody, man. If I gave a game ball today, I would definitely have to give it to James Conner, just the way he was took over that second half. And I really like what I seen out of him in the receiving game today. He was second in receiving today with almost 70 yards receiving. He had, AB only had 10 more yards than him or some shit like that. So props to James Conner for doing this thing while Le'Veon's out. And we're 4-2-1. We got to take it one game at a time. We know the deal. We got to get Marcus Gilbert back. And get ready for Baltimore. Not a lot of much here. Just glad we got another win. 4-2-1, like I said. One game at a time. Steelers wore the throwbacks today. Had a good day. Got a win. Steelers wore the throwbacks. It felt like an old Steelers-Browns game where the Steelers just beat their ass all the time. But yeah, man, Cleveland fans, please let me know what, like I said in my preview video, what I'm supposed to be scared of out of Baker Mayfield, because I haven't seen it yet. I'm pretty sure I had told Mike this the other day during his live stream. Who's going to get fired first? It looks like it's probably going to be Todd Haley, uh, then Hugh Jackson. So don't be surprised, Cleveland fans, if Todd Haley ain't even on your team anymore. I've heard even people this week tell me that they should fire Hugh Jackson and let Todd Haley be head coach. Y'all bitches are desperate, dumb, and bitter as always, but the Steelers smacked you today. Prayers out to Pittsburgh for the shooting they had there yesterday. I love the city, man. It's my home away from home for real. But let's enjoy this, and let's get ready for the Ravens going to Baltimore. Always a hard place to play. So we'll see what we can do there. And like I said, one game at a time, man. I'll see you guys in a couple days. Peace.